Crocker has been singing, acting and bringing the laughs for 6 decades.
I feel like all my birthdays are coming at once.
While he's best known for iconic 1970s films such as The Adventures of Barry Mackenzie,
Have all your chooks turn to emus and kick your dunny down.
he's also the voice of one of our most iconic theme tunes.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours.
Barry's also behind the unofficial team anthem for Geelong Footy Club. And now he's back with his second book, The Last of the Entertainers, a juicy tell-all about his long life in showbiz.
That unreachable star.
Would you please give it up for Barry Crocker!
Wow. That's something.
Is everything all right,
I
Barry?
haven't heard that for 30 years.
Yeah, well, welcome. We can do it again. Would you please give it up for Barry Crocker? Oh, he's still got it. Still got it.
Oh, no, still got it.
Still got all of it.
Break into a song.
Hey, congrats on the
It
book.
was just one of those things.
Oh, he's away. Do we need to be here?
No. We don't.
We just hand over to you, and I reckon you could just take the next 5.
I'll leave it to you guys. It's nice to be with you.
No.
So I watch you every night, and it's a good show. Yeah.
Oh, this is nerve-wracking now. A
Praise
TV
for the
legend
king.
watches this every night. Hey, congrats on the book, The Last of the Entertainers. We'll get to that in a second, but I just wanted to begin by saying welcome home. Because, of course, the Barry Crocker Show was on Channel 10 in 1966 and
That's right.
67. What do you remember about those days?
Well, it was best man. You bring what you could to the station, and you just pray to God that you would get it right. Because in those days, it was all black and white. People used to cut the tape together with razor blades, and you were trying to do stuff that was impossible to do, really. And it was very exciting, and but very laborious as well, because it wasn't easy. But we didn't know any different, so we thought it was great.
I'm fascinated by the book and the title, The Last of the Entertainers. What do you mean by that?
Well, it's in the halcyon days of television. When I say that, I mean like the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, into the 90s. There was a band of people like myself who were, all mates. We had our own television show. We still performed on television. We performed in cabaret. We performed in theatre. And we were sort of like this great band of people that every once in a while you'd get together and you'd tell what had happened and the disasters that had befallen you and the glories and all that sort of stuff. And it was wonderful. It was like a coterie of entertainers. But slowly, over the years, these people like, there was, Graham Kennedy, and there was, Stuart Wagstaff, Jimmy Hannon, Ernie Sigley, Bert Newton, Don Lane. And slowly I found that they were all deserting me. And so I was, in the end, the last one left standing of that group that was so wonderful in those days, So it was a sad thing to do. So I thought, well, I am the last of that wonderful magic era that I believe was it sort of built Australian television.
Barry, let's talk about the other Barry Humphries, who we just recently lost. Talk about working with Barry.
Yeah. Well, the man was a genius, and of course, we met when we were both starting off in all those days, and he was going into theatre and I was getting into television and cabaret and all that sort of stuff. And, we had this little running feud always, trying to get on top of each other. An example of it, one day I was down at Circular Quay and I bumped into Barry. And I had a beard, and he said, "You're growing a beard." I said, "Yeah." I said, I've got a part in this play, and, it needs a beard, and I've always thought that a beard makes one look more intelligent. And he just looked at me and said, "Grow yours longer." So we had this.
I cannot wait to read it, Barry. And it's also, can I just say, it's an honour to meet you, because I often get compared to you around the office. Often people say to me, they'll be like, "Oh, you're having a Barry Crocker." So, just to meet you is just terrific, because I feel like we're connected.
Sam, yeah, Sam, I think you've got a good future ahead of you if Steve lets you live.
Oh.
I think it's one of those
That's actually
situations.
one of the most accurate descriptions of me on this show I've ever heard.
You're having a shocker. You're having a Barry Crocker, mate.
Exactly.
Grow up.
Barry, we can't let you go, Barry, without asking about Neighbours. It's back next week, and so many people love the show, and they love your song. In fact, last year it hit #1 in the UK charts again. You sang the first 2 versions. Any chance you might get a 3rd version in by the time you're 90?
Right, I'd go for it. It'd be lovely to do it, but you know, it's one of those things. The newer version is a more updated sort of version, and it's quite nice. I quite like it. But the song we recorded it with Tony Hatch and Jackie Trent, and it was all over in an hour virtually. And Reg Grundy had it on the Monday morning, and he said, "I love it." And Tony said, "Well, we'll do a really nice version of it for you now." And Reg said, No, don't touch it. I love it, just the way it is. And so for all those years, and I received royalties for 7 years before they found out that I was getting them and cut me off. They said, why are we giving Crocker all this money? Just get a session singer around for $50 and he'll do it. You know? So that's what happened. But it's all in the book. It's all in. See, I plug.
What a pro. He's
All
doing
the
his own
different
plug.
stories.
This is extraordinary. There's nothing left for us to do except say thank you very much. Would you please thank Barry Crocker?